Hello friends, welcome to our channel Easyshots of Learning. Today's video is about issue of shares. In this video, we will understand what do you mean by pro-rata allotment and how we deal with these questions in issue of shares. So friends, if you have not yet subscribed my channel, please subscribe my channel, and if you have any query related to this topic, please write me in the comment box. First, we will understand the example. A Limited issued 20,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each at a premium of 10%. So the issued price is 10 plus 10% is our premium, that is rupees 1. So the issued price per share is rupees 11. Now this 11 rupees is received by the company in 3 installments. At the time of application rupees 3, at the time of allotment including premium rupees 5, and at the time of first and final call, that is rupees 3 per share. Now 50,000 equity shares were subscribed by the public. Allotment was made as follows. Now this is a question related with oversubscription because the company issued 20,000 equity shares and public subscribed for 50,000. Now the allotment was made as follows. On first 10,000 shares to refuse the allotment, that is the company refused the allotment. On next 10,000 shares, company allotted 2,000 shares. So the remaining shares are 30,000, and on 30,000 shares, the company allowed the shares on pro-rata basis. So the remaining shares are 18,000. So on third category, that is on 30,000 shares, company allotted 18,000 shares because company have already allotted 2,000 shares. Money overpaid on application would be utilized in the payment of allotment and call money. So if any amount remains after adjusting application money, that amount is adjusted towards allotment and call money. Shareholder holding 600 shares only pay application money. A shareholder which has 600 shares does not pay allotment and call money. Another shareholder holding 300 shares unable to pay call money. It means he pay only application and allotment money, and all these shares were forfeited after first and final call and reissued to another person at a premium of 20%. So 600 plus 300, that is 900 shares are reissued by the company at a price of 10 plus 20% premium, that is the issued price is rupees 12 per share. Now first we summarize this question. Here company issued 20,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each at a premium of rupees 1 per share. On application, company called rupees 3. On allotment including premium rupees 5. On first and final call of rupees 3 per share. A shareholder holding 600 shares pay only application money, but he or she does not pay allotment and call money. Another shareholder holding 300 shares pay application and allotment money, but he or she does not pay first and final call. And after first and final call, these 900 shares, that is 600 plus 300 shares, are reissued after forfeiture at a price of rupees 12 per share. Allotment was made. On first 10,000 shares, no allotment was made by the company. On next 10,000 shares, 2,000 shares are allotted, and on remaining 30,000 shares, proportionate basis 18,000 shares are allotted. Now first we understand how we prepare analytical table for distribution of application money. So our first column is shares applied by the public, that is column A. Column B is shares allotted by the company, that is column B. Now when the company receives money at the time of application, that is application money, here we multiplied with number of shares applied, that is column number A, with application money of rupees 3 per share. Now this money is distributed first to the application that is transferred to share capital account. So here number of shares allotted with application money of rupees 3. If any amount remains, that is excess amount, first we adjust towards allotment money, that is rupees 5, then first and final call money of rupees 3 per share, and if money remains, then refunded back to the public. Now our first category of allotment is on 10,000 shares, no allotment was made by the company. So here shares applied are 10,000, and on 10,000 shares no allotment was made. So the money received on 10,000 shares at a price of rupees 3 per share, that is 30,000. No allotment was made, so this 30,000 is refunded back to the public. Our next category is On 10,000 shares, 2,000 shares were allotted. So the number of shares applied are 10,000 and allotment made by the company, that is 2,000. Now first we receive application money on 10,000 shares at a price of rupees 3 per share. So the company received 30,000. First we adjust the application money. So number of shares allotted are 2,000 and application money is rupees 3 per share. So amount transferred to share capital account, that is 6,000. Now the company received 30,000 and we have already adjusted application money of rupees 6,000. So the amount remain is 24,000. We can easily adjust the allotment money on 2,000 shares at a price of rupees 5 per share. So the allotment money is 10,000. So after adjusting allotment money from 24,000, we have remaining balance of 14,000. Now we can easily adjust first and final call also on 2,000 shares. So number of shares allotted are 2,000 and first and final call due is rupees 3 per share. So the company adjusted 6,000 towards first and final call. So after adjusting first and final call, after adjusting all the installments, the company have 8,000 which is refunded back to the public. Now our last category is on 30,000 shares, 18,000 shares are allotted by the company. So number of shares applied are 30,000 on which allotment by the company are 18,000 shares. Now first we write the amount which is received by the company on 30,000 shares at a price of rupees 3 per share, that is the application money. So the company received 90,000. Now we adjust share application money. So the number of shares allotted on 18,000 shares, the number of shares allotted are 18,000 and application money is rupees 3. So the application money that is transferred to share capital account is 54,000. Now after deducting application money, the company have 36,000 and the allotment money due on 18,000 shares, 18,000 into 5, that is 90,000. But we have only 36,000, so we adjust the whole amount with share allotment. No amount remains, so no amount is adjusted towards first and final call and no amount is refunded back to the public. So the company received 50,000 applications and company allotted 20,000 shares. Amount received by the company at the time of application, that is 1,50,000. At the time of application 1,50,000 company received, and out of this 1,50,000 first company adjust application money. So the application money which is transferred to share capital account is 60,000. Then share allotment 46,000. First and final call of rupees 6,000 and remaining amount is refunded back to the public, that is 38,000. Now first we do the application money received entry and our entry is bank account debit to equity share application account with rupees 1,50,000. If we want to cross check this amount, number of applications we receive are 50,000 and the application money is rupees 3 per share. So our entry is bank account debit to equity share application account with amount 1,50,000. Now this 1,50,000, out of this 1,50,000, 60,000 is transferred to share capital, 46,000 share allotment, 6,000 towards share first and final call and remaining amount is refunded back to the public. Now when we transfer this 1,50,000 amount, so first we debit equity share application account. So our second entry is equity share application account debit, amount is 1,50,000. First we transfer to equity share capital account with rupees 60,000 to equity share allotment account with rupees 46,000 to equity share first and final call account with rupees 6,000 and the balancing value is refunded back to the public that is to bank account 38,000. Now our next entry related with allotment money due. So the amount due on allotment, number of shares are 20,000 and allotment money is rupees 5 per share. So the amount due is 1 lakh rupees. Now first we do the due entry. So to equity share allotment account debit, amount due is 1 lakh rupees. Out of this 1 lakh, 4 rupees is related with installment. So to equity share capital account with rupees 80,000, that is 20,000 into 4, and amount which is related with security premium is transferred to security premium reserve account, that is 20,000 into 1, that is 20,000 rupees. Now this amount is due on allotment. Now first we see how much amount we get at the time of application. So we get at the time of application 46,000 advance money of allotment, and on 600 shares shareholder does not pay allotment money. So first we deduct the amount which we get in advance. So less amount paid with application. Company received 46,000 of allotment money at the time of application. So the due amount is 54,000. Now number of shares are 600 on which allotment money, company does not receive allotment money of rupees 5 per share. So the amount due is 3,000. But on these 600 shares also pay advance money at the time of application, and these 600 shares are related with third category of, that is 30,000, on which 18,000 shares are allotted, because on 2,000 shares we have received all the installments. So on 18,000 shares we have received the advance allotment money of 36,000. So to find out the advance money on 600 shares, we deduct advance that we receive with application on 600 shares. So the total advance money is 36,000, which is related with 18,000 shares, and we have to find out advance of 600 shares. So the advance money is 1200 rupees. Now the shareholder does not pay 1800, so we deduct 1800, and the shareholders pay allotment money of 52,200, and our entry is bank account debit to equity share allotment account of rupees 52,200. This amount we receive at the time of allotment. Our next entry is first and final call due. First we write the amount due on first and final call. Number of shares are 20,000 and first and final call is rupees 3 per share. So the total amount due is 60,000. First we do the due entry. So our entry is equity share first and final call account debit to equity share capital account with amount 60,000. Now we see the table. If any amount we receive in advance at the time of application, so here we receive 6,000 at the time of application, and 600 shares and 300 shares we does not receive first and final call. So on 900 shares we does not receive first and final call of rupees 3 per share. So first we deduct the amount which we received in advance. So amount paid with application, the shareholders pay first and final call of rupees 6,000 at the time of application. So the due amount is 54,000, and the shareholder does not pay on 600 plus 300, that is on 900 shares at a price of rupees 3 per share. Shareholder does not pay first and final call. So here the shareholder does not pay 2,700. So the amount that the company received at the time of first and final call is First 51,300 and our entry is bank account debit to equity share first and final call account and the amount is 51,300. Now after first and final call we forfeit the 600 and 300 shares because the shareholder does not pay the amount and the company after giving proper notice forfeit these shares. So first we do the entry of forfeiture of 600 shares. Now when we forfeit the shares or cancel the shares, we cancel with called up amount. So number of shares are 600 and the called up amount is rupees 10 per share. So the called up amount is 6,000 on 600 shares. Now first we see that the shareholder pay the premium amount or not along with allotment. So here the shareholder pay 1200 rupees on 600 shares and premium amount is 600 into 1, that is 600 rupees. So the company first adjusts the premium amount, then adjusts the installment amount. So here the shareholder pay the premium amount. So we do the forfeiture entry where the premium amount is received by the shareholder. So we debit share capital account with called up value, that is 6,000. Now first we credit that installment which is not paid by the shareholder. So to share allotment account, the shareholder does not pay 1800 of allotment money, 1800 to share first and final call account 600 into 3, that is 1800, and the amount which is paid by the shareholder is forfeited by the company and amount is transferred to share forfeiture account and the balancing value is 2400. Now we forfeit the 300 shares and the called up amount is rupees 10. So the called up amount is 3000. Now when we cancel the shares, then we debit the share capital account and our entry is share capital account debit with 3000. Now first we credit the installment which is paid by the shareholder, which is not paid by the shareholder. So to share first and final call amount, shareholder does not pay first and final call, number of shares are 300 and first and final call is rupees 3 per share. So the shareholder does not pay 900 and the amount which is paid by the shareholder is transferred to share forfeiture account, that is 2100. Now these forfeited shares are reissued by the company at a price of rupees 12 per share. Now the amount received by the company on 900 shares at a price of issued price is 12. So the amount received by the company is 10,800 and our entry is bank account debit 10,800 to equity share capital account. Number of shares are 900 and the face value is rupees 10 per share. So 9,000 is transferred to equity share capital account and the remaining amount is our premium which is transferred to security premium reserve account, that is 900 into 2, 1800 rupees. Now in our share forfeiture we have a balance of 600 shares, that is 2400, and on 300 shares we have a balance of 2100. So the balance in share forfeiture account is 4500. Now we reissue these shares at a premium, so we does not utilize this amount. Now the whole amount is transferred after reissue to capital reserve and our entry is share forfeiture account debit to capital reserve account with amount 4500. So friends, in this video first we understand what do you mean by pro-rata allotment. Pro-rata allotment means proportionate allotment of shares, and we take one example where we understand our general entries related with proportionate allotment of shares. If you like this video, please share this video and subscribe the channel. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.